Hi Leo, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of April, as usual, I have a special tarot offer available at a sales price. And for April, it's called Game On. Basically, it's a reading that resembles a lot of the Aries themed season we are currently on, which for me is all about willpower, ability to act upon situations, our drive to pursue more, the risk taker in us, and also our ability to take chances, and as well our unconscious, sometimes not really set or well looked at impulses and actions that can also create some conflict and unwanted results. So it's a reading that evaluates all of those, looks at all of those themes, what kind of risks and initiatives you should be taking to find, the best possible experiences ahead, and what kind of risks you should be avoid taking as well. So if you would like to know more details about that special or any other of my tarot services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Leos, I do feel like this month can bring some contrasts into your life when it comes, for some of you, it's like being in between worlds, and one feels like a dream and other feels like a nightmare or something a little bit more scary, more difficult for you to process. And the other one is something very ideal, something that makes you believe in yourself and the achievement of profound happiness ahead. I do feel like April for you, Leos, represents the end of a phase and of an era of some sorts. And I say era because what's coming here a lot is the idea of the ending that actually you should be looking forward to, because this is your advice and this is actually the initiative and the risk you are asked to take during April, is to end what needs to be ended and allow the endings as well to work their wonders and their magic into your life. It might be that some of you have a hard time letting go of something that either didn't happen or it didn't work as you hoped it would, or this could be not being capable of forgiving a betrayal or forgiving a loss of some sorts, or just having a hard time getting yourself up after a defeat. I do feel like some of you that have been feeling defeated, weak, or just incapacitated to again walk towards the light or walk towards the path of dreams, walking that road that inspires you, that brings the fun, that brings the charismatic Leo energy out. That is like this ending is allowing you to actually find yourself back in that track of the road that you feel has if you feel, I feel like some of you Leos feel like that road is gone. You will never find your way back to happiness, or you'll never find your way back to something that you truly wish you can find. The idea here is that perhaps you are wronged by your own, I feel like some of you have become a little bit depressed, or this lack of faith in God, this lack of faith in divine energy, this lack of faith in transition, this lack of faith in awakening to another version of reality and to another version of situations and ultimately another version of you, has been creating a lack of belief, of course, in what's to come. You still want this. This is what you want. You want the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is at your reach. But how do you understand ultimate happiness and love to be? How do you deal with it? How do you relate with it? How do you respect it? How do you own it? How do you implement that unconditional love daily? I'm feeling like some of you are just being prepared for the best possible days, but you have wanted something, and that is what kind of the energy here of loss is talking about. You have wanted something that you were wanting or living superficially or just at a level that did not allow you to truly comprehend what the meaning and the purpose of life, of love, of relationships, of family is about. And now your consciousness is evolving. Now you're getting it. This is a very spiritual oriented time for some of you Leos, and actually for those of you that already have awakened or feeling like you are awakening to other truths that transcend our notion of what reality, the 3D concept of reality is, this is very powerful. It's like the guru in you, the teacher in you, the wise as it can be version of you. This is what's happening with you and in your life or in a specific situation in which you're feeling this type of energy. This is not a loss at all. This that has happened to you was for you to become this person that now truly savors experiences, both earthly experiences as spiritual ones. For others of you, you are wanting to build a family. You're wanting to build a home. You're wanting to build something that for you feels like this, like a dream, like ultimately what your happy ending looks like. And in April, you might be seeing a lot of challenges, a lot of delays, a lot of restrictions when it comes to the unification of all those dreams and hopes and ideals being right. It's like bringing themselves together in a way into your reality that feels right. It could be that for some of you Leos, you're actually having what I'm hearing like trouble in paradise. So for those Leos that are facing challenges with your families or with something that was working out really well and suddenly you're faced with some challenges, it's okay. You will receive proper counseling. You will know what to do, either because you will be given the answers that you need to understand what to do, how to handle it, what's the right way to deal with it. You will either receive that counseling from an outer source or actually you are growing. You are growing and evolving in ways that in May then will allow you to get it and to act, to solve situations, to fix situations, to heal situations. And I feel like some of you will be doing this just by your outlook, being able to sit down with people that in which you perhaps are having trouble with and just your ability to guide them, to speak with them, to share your vision of situations. It's like your words are so wise, or whatever you are saying is comes across as being so wise that your presence brings people together. It could also be that for some Leos, this is not happening to you, but to people you care about. And some Leos will be perhaps asked to intervene in a situation, and because you are seen as someone that has ability to use that judgment, a good sense of judgment, to help. This is for some of you. Very powerful, spiritual, packed type of month. The challenge and what you should be avoiding doing is the Page of Wands. So it's to not be reckless with something you know. It's important to do things the right way. What you know is right. What you know your conscience tells you it's right to do. It's like to avoid being childish, or to be to not follow through with certain things that you know. It's like, you know, you need to be either consistent about or steady about, because there are people relying on you. I feel, Leo, some of you, you have people that rely on you, and it's like you can't, and it's like you can't just, you know, perhaps be the free care version of you that you would like to be, because the situation calls to another type of behavior, another type of attitude to make it best, or to make it work, or to make it better. I also feel like for some of you, this thing of doing the right thing, I also feel like some of you, this is more about just being very focused on your studies or your duties, your responsibilities. I feel like some of you will actually be applying as well some hard work and effort, again, in building things the way you see them as right, and the right energy keeps showing up as well. In terms of proportion, I feel like some of you are like very focused on things being even, symmetric, beautiful, just right. Again, the right configuration of everything seems to be very important for some reason for you, Leos. And I also feel like some of you have been, you know, adding pieces to the puzzle. There has been a concern, an enigma that this hangman could be talking about, because the hangman showing as an opportunity in the month is interesting. It's like the more you surrender to what you don't understand, the more you will get to understand it. Because it's like by doing nothing, everything is happening. You don't need to do that much, to push that much, to force that much. Clarity will come when you allow the room for it to come. When you flow, when you surrender to the need itself, then the need will be met. And I also feel like some of you, this is about something that has been a long journey or quest when it comes to you figuring out or reaching a goal or figuring out the situation, like piece by piece. You have been given piece by piece details or info of ultimately what the bigger picture is, and so what the situation is really about. And I'm feeling like May, as you go into May, Leos, you will get to understand what yet you don't, or what is somehow still negatively influencing you in this belief of divine assistance, or disbelief in better days, in brighter days, in something to look forward. Because I do feel like there are Leos that have been masking your depression, or masking how deeply lost you feel inside. It's like appearing to be cool, collected, everything is all right, everything is making sense, I'm all put together and inside feeling like falling apart or depressed or not seeing the light, not seeing the hope, not seeing the point. Some of you have been hiding your vulnerable the vulnerable aspect of your nature that belongs to all of us. We all go through those questions. Either we are forced to, or because we are born with that inherent sense of curiosity, right? Like the questioning of the purposes of life and death and all of that, the enigma of life itself. So it's a very deep oriented energy for some of you. Others of you, you will gain and you will succeed in building what you have set in mind to build, that it's taking some time, and where you have been feeling delays after delays, blocks after blocks, preventing you from fulfilling your desires. And it feels here like you honestly just want the best for everyone. You just want the best for the situation. You have a very pure intention. The Leos that I'm connecting with here, you have a very deep, deep intention in what you're trying to do that has been complicated. It's your faith, basically. I'm feeling that is being tested. You're being tested in faith. Allow things to come together naturally, because the more you evolve and sit back and just let situations unfold, you will see how they develop themselves faster than what you are expecting them to. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.